During paused screen you have 13 options. Resume is selected. Entering paused screen. Odd, you have 15 options.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run the sneak for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Entering play call.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there, focus on execution, and getting 6 points.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pick up a 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Entering play call, trips Y over.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Gets it to him on the screen. Inside the 35. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Hart. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And you want to finish half strong. This is a great job by this offense, executing down the field, taking up some clock, and punching the football in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. It'll be a draw. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Cover 2 man. El Paso for man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Marshall. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Entering play 2 DB blitz Texas free. Texas 4 man.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering pause screen, you have 5 options.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward from them. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line?
Brings him to the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Buys a little time. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Gets away from one, finds some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for space, it's Thompson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Lanier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right?
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Inside the 30. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! again.
Play call, coach suggestions.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse them.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48.
Right.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Double PHP slip screen.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish.
RPO glances up. Jet, bench H, plug drive.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Categories. You have 9
and now
options.
they've moved into the red zone.
Selected.
Off-play action on first down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You have cover 3 catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Indiana! And they moved out front here in the 4th. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He now has 80 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Entering play call.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Right, guard 3-man. Right, El Paso 4-man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Zone drops. 3-3. Cover 3 Sky. El Paso 4-man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point.